Welcome to a 3-minute army primer on Kings of War's creepiest army. It's the force for those who think the monster under your bed just needs a hug. Tentacles and psychological torture, ahoy! It's the Nightstalkers. Nightstalkers feature a mind-boggling array of appropriately odd units that frequently succeed on the simple basis that no one has any idea which unit is which or what they do. Crawling from the nether dimensions between worlds to pick at your very mind with their army-wide stealthy, proving a foil to any shooting spam barrage, are some fantastically powerful combinations. So let's try and squeeze them tortuously into our list of archetypes. It's only when you really study the list do you realise how many flying units Nightstalkers have. With Void Lurkers, Soul Flayers, Phantoms, Mind Screechers, you can quickly run rings around the unsuspecting enemy. This becomes even more fun with the amount of wind blast you can feel to really move both you and the enemy where you need them. I think Nightstalkers are the unsung kings of multiple small unit lists. They've some ridiculously price efficient units that means you're taking a troop of Reapers to the face before you can blink twice. Lightning Bolt is the king of magic this edition, and the Mind Screech and Horror Barrage is definitely a thing, but it's the prevalence of the aforementioned multiple cheap Wind Blast to back this up that can make Nightstalkers an incredibly irritating opponent to fight against. Ah, Scarecrows. They're cheap, they're fearless, Mindthirst inspires them most of the time, and you can give them vicious with horrors. It takes skill to play well, but devastatingly hard to beat in the right hands. It's rare to see a Nightstalker army without Mind Screechers. They're scoring, they fly, they shoot, and they've got the height to make it count. I don't think it's quite the Lightning Bolt apocalypse we were threatened with, but they're still a brilliantly solid choice for most forces. If it's rare to see an army without Mind Screechers, it's unheard of to see one without Scarecrows. They're so points efficient you'd be crazy not to include them. Shakira, as she's affectionately known, is brand new in the Halpi's Rift supplement. Another crazily points efficient hero, she's a flying multi-tool with all the rules that can pull enemies into combat with her, providing a whole range of tactical options for backfield shenanigans. And honourable mention goes to the Planar Apparition as a surprisingly effective combination healer, doorstop and scoring unit all wrapped into one. Ensnare, Stealthy, Dread and Nimble on a regen 4+ unit, and the ability to heal as a support. Just give it a loot token and have done with it. So there's a lot that's great about Nightstalkers, notably the army-wide Stealthy and Mindthirst, meaning that shooting is a massively reduced threat, and as soon as you're near the enemy, inspiring isn't a problem. But that reliance on your enemy for inspiring can be a downfall if you get pipped early on, especially with a generally low defense on the army, so as well as your strength, Lightning Bolt can seriously threaten you. In summary, Nightstalkers is a powerful army list that's still not very well understood, which can be a real benefit, as your opponent struggles to understand what each element of your army does. Army-wide Stealthy and Mindthirst are strong tools to be working with, and the list is rammed with synergy, but it takes a lot of practice to get right, so I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 for newbie difficulty rating.